Hi! I'm Teacher Jing from Igama Colleges Foundation Incorporated, your Science 9 teacher. And today, we will discuss the lesson on population in an ecosystem and its biodiversity. So what happens to a community when its species diversity is reduced? Species diversity refers to the different kinds of organisms. In any ecosystem, organisms need a balanced environment. So what is a balanced ecosystem? A balanced ecosystem is one in which all living and non-living things are interacting successfully. If any part of the ecosystem is disturbed, other parts will also be disturbed. What is an ecosystem? An ecosystem is a community of organisms interacting with the physical environment. It has two components, which includes the biotic or the living components and the abiotic or the non-living components. Biotic factors includes archaea, bacteria, fungi, plants, protists, and animals. On the other hand, abiotic factors includes air, salinity, soil, temperature, light, water, minerals, pH, and humidity. So what is biodiversity? Biodiversity is also called biological diversity. It simply means the diversity or variety of plants and animals and other living things in a particular area or region. It also means the number or abundance of different species living within a particular region. So take a look at these two short clips. The first is a coconut plantation and the second one is a coral reef sanctuary with plenty of fishes. Can you identify which picture shows high level of biodiversity? Yes, you are correct. Coral reefs with different kinds of fishes are more diverse compared to a coconut plantation. Population, on the other hand, refers to a group of organisms of the same species living in a certain place. From the short clips below, we can say that the coral reef sanctuary have higher number of population of different groups of organisms compared to a coconut plantation. In other words, marine ecosystem has more populations compared to a coconut plantation with only one species that dominates. Why is biodiversity important? So everything that lives in an ecosystem is part of the web of life, including humans. Each species of vegetation and each creature has a place on the earth and plays a vital role in the circle of life. Plants, animals, and insect species interact and depend one another for what each offers, such as food, shelter, oxygen, and soil enrichment. Next are limiting factors. A limiting factor is a resource or environmental condition which limits the growth, distribution, or abundance of organisms within an ecosystem. Limiting factors are usually expressed as a lack of particular resource. The factors can be biotic or abiotic that affect an ecosystem and the organisms in it. Limiting factors can include competitors, disease and parasites, weather, fires, available habitat, and predators. Low biodiversity can lead to species extinction. Extinction occurs when the last members of that species die. Before we end our lesson for today, may I share to you this quote from Edward O. Wilson, the father of biodiversity. It is reckless to suppose that biodiversity can be diminished indefinitely without threatening humanity itself. This is just the part 6 of my discussion. Stand by for my next video on our topics under Science 9. The complete information about the lesson is available in our LMS, Messenger, and Google platforms. Remember to send us your exit responses on our chat room following the given pattern. 3 things you learned today, 2 things you found interesting with this lecture, and 1 question you still have in your mind regarding the lesson. Rate also your understanding of today's learning by sending us one of the following emojis: satisfied, happy, confused, boring, and sleepy. See you in our next discussion.